Alright, Shalom. Welcome to another video. And as always, before I get started, I want to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wadash. And next, double honors to the head apostles / elder bishops of the great millstone who teach and who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to all you sincere Akim. Keep pushing, keep believing, and keep the faith, regardless of whether people hear or whether they forbear. So this is going to be the book Revelation chapter 8 breakdown, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into it. Yahweh Rachazah, meaning Heavenly Father's will, is edifying to the elect. Alright, so starting off, Revelation 8 and 1, it says, "And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour." This is John, Revelator, speaking on all the visions that he's had that we saw in Revelation chapters 1 through 7. Alright, and then he's waiting for other visions to come, but they don't come for about an hour and a half. Okay, continuing on, verse 2, it says, "And I saw the seven angels which stood before the Most High, and to them were given seven trumpets." All right, and the seven trumpets is a complete number of judgments. All right, before and at the time that the Lord returns. Okay, verse 3, it says, "And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne." All right, so let's go to Tobit 12 and 15, excuse me. All right, the censers and the smoke that comes from them is the prayers of the saints. Okay, this is Tobit 12 and 15. It says, "I am Raphael, one of the seven holy angels which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One." All right, and you get Revelation 5 and 8 as well. It says, "And when he had taken the book, the four beasts and the 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of the saints." All right, so there you go. Okay, same thing we're seeing here in Revelation 8 and 3. Verse 4, "And the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hands. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire and of the altar, and cast it into the earth, and there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake." All right, and that earthquake represents the destruction. Okay, when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai comes to visit the earth, all right, it says he's coming with earthquake, storm, all right, devouring fire. This is Isaiah 29 and 6. "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire." And we'll also get Isaiah 24, verses 19 to 20. All right, and it reads, "The earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, and the earth is moved exceedingly." So it's dissolved because of the fire, all right, from the nuclear missiles. It says, "The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again." All right, so once again, those missiles, when they hit, they're going to shake the earth to and fro, as it says right here. All right, Jeremiah 49 and 21, we'll get that one as well. It says, "The earth is moved at the noise of their fall, at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea." Okay, and the fall is talking about is Esau, Edom's. All right, as it says, "I saw the devil," okay, or Satan, kicked out of heaven like lightning. All right, it's talking about how it's a metaphor for how fast he's going to be destroyed. Okay, just as lightning comes and goes in an instant, it's only going to take an instant, particularly 1 hour, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to completely destroy America, Babylon the Great, and Esau's rulership. All right, so let's go back. Okay, Revelation 8 and 6. It says, "And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth, and the third part of the trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up." All right, so John is describing, all right, the nuclear weapons and nuclear warheads looking like hailstones. All right, and when they hit, they burst into fire, and blood pretty much goes everywhere. All right, because men explode and burn. That's why it says, all right, that it was hail and it was fire mingled with blood. All right, the blood of the people. All right, here the third part of the trees is talking about. It kind of goes into the three classifications of men. All right, once again, okay, Esau, Edom. All right, his rulership. You have three classes of men, which I've broken down before. You have the sons of the Most High, the sons of God, which is the Israelites. That's what that name Yasharallah in the Paleo. That's what that name Israel means. Yasharallah in the Paleo Hebrew. Yah meaning he, Shar means prince, and Allah means power or God. Okay, so he is a prince of the power, sons of God. Okay, so yeah, that's first classification. The second one is the Edomites, the sons of the wicked, and then the third classification of men is the heathen nations. All right, the sons of men. So the third part of the trees is talking about America being completely destroyed, because this is once again the three classifications of men. America is tied to the sons of the wicked, so everything over here is going to be completely burnt up. All right, let's get a precept on this. Also, men are likened unto trees as well. All right, we get Matthew chapter 7 and verse 16, and I'm going to read on down to 20. It says, "Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth forth not good fruit is cast into the fire, whereby by their fruits, wherefore by their fruits ye shall know them." All right, so okay, the people are likened unto trees as well. All right, so once again, the trees shall be burnt up in Babylon the Great, in the third part of the earth. You could say, all right, where the Edomites rule, because once again they are associated with that classification of men. All right, the third class, one of the three classifications of men. Excuse me. But continuing on though, verse 8. All right, it says, "And the second angel sounded, and as it were a great mountain, burning with fire, was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood." All right, and that great mountain, all right, is talking about Mount Seir, all right, which is synonymous with the Edomites, all right, also known as Babylon the Great. This is Genesis 36. Salakia. Genesis 36. I'm going to read verses 8 and 9. It says, "Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir." Okay, so that burning mountain is going into his rulership, his government. All right. Ezekiel 35, I'm going to read verses 1 and 2, and then I'm going to skip down. It says, "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it." I'm going to skip down to verse 7. All right, read 7 and 9. It says, "Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and I will cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and in thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and you shall know that I am the Lord." Okay, Mount Seir, right? The destroying mountain. All right, Esau and his government, his rulership. Jeremiah 51 and verse 25. This is the burnt mountain that is talking about, the mountain on fire. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyest all the earth. And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and roll thee down with rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain." All right. So that's what it's talking about, the great mountain burning with fire. Okay. That's what it's going into. And the third part of the sea became blood. Okay. The sea represents the waters, the people. Revelation 17 and 15. You go to that, it tells you that the waters represent people, nationalities, tongues. And as I said before, you have three different classifications of men on the earth: the sons of God, the sons of the wicked, and the heathen nations. All right, which really, technically, the sons of the wicked are part of the heathen nations, but this specific judgment is specifically for Esau, Edom. All right, let me go ahead and get that right quick. All right, this curse of fire is specifically for the Edomites. Isaiah 34 and 4. "And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree." So this is the heavens rolling together as a scroll is imagery of a nuclear mushroom cloud. It says, verse 5, here's the point: "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea, and upon the people of my curse to judgment." Idumea is just a Greek word for the Edomites. All right. Now, we also get Psalms 11 and 6. Okay, so you'll have people that get caught up in it that are not Edomites, obviously, but the judgment is particularly for the Edomites, all right, to destroy their society. Psalms 11 and 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. There you go. Let's continue on. Revelation 8:9. It says, "And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed." Okay, and once again, it keeps talking about the third part. It's talking about the Edomites. Okay, the three classifications of men. All right, the creatures that were in the sea. All right, so the sea of people. Everybody who's in that third part that's gonna get burnt up, which is America, Babylon the Great. Everything's gonna die, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. So there's not gonna be any more commerce and all that kind of stuff going on coming out of Babylon the Great. It talks about that in Revelation 18th chapter. Okay, but those, once again, the waters, all right, is going into the people, and I quoted it earlier, but I'll go ahead and get it. All right, Revelation 17-15. Okay, the third part of the sea. All right, once again, the sea represents, as it says right here, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So the sea is the people. All right, and the third part, okay, is the classification of the sons of the wicked, all right, which are the cursed, the people of the Lord's cursed to judgment. All right, and he's gonna bake them. He's gonna boil them. Let me get that precept right quick as well. Isaiah 64. I'm gonna read verses 1-3. It says, "Oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens," and the heavens represent his rulership, not literal heaven where the Heavenly Father is. Okay, because rend means to destroy. All right, a lot of times when you see heaven and hell, it's going into conditions played out on earth. "Oh, that thou wouldest rend the heavens, that thou wouldest come down, that the mountains might flow down at thy presence." Okay, the different rulerships and governments of the earth. We know, according to 1 Corinthians 15-24, when Yahushua returns, that he is going to take down all of the kingdoms of the earth, the rulerships of the heathens. So all the mountains are going to be destroyed at his presence. All right, mountains being code word for governments. Primarily Esau, Edom, the main target. "As when the melting fire burneth, the fire causeth the waters to boil." And we read what the waters represent. So, okay, he's gonna boil the people. He's gonna bake them. "To make thy name known to thine adversaries, the nations may tremble at thy presence. When thou didst terrible things which we looked not for, thou camest down, the mountains flowed down at thy presence." See, so he's gonna cook these people. All right, let's keep going. Continuing on. All right, Revelation 8:10. "And the third angel sounded." Oh, you know what, Salaki? I'm gonna go back to 9 because it says, "And the third part of the ships were destroyed." All right, Babylon the Great. If you go to Revelation 18, okay, it talks about when the place is destroyed. It talks about all the commerce that the Lord is going to, all the ships and all that's going to stop. Okay, this is Revelation 18, and I'm going to start at verse, let's see. I'm going to start at verse 8. "Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahweh, who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who committed fornication and have lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come." And it says, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more." And it goes into all the different things that they sell. All right, you can see, I'll read some of it. I'll read 12 and 13. It says, "The merchandise of gold and silver, precious stones, pearls, fine linen, purple, silk, scarlet, and thyine wood, all manner of vessels of ivory, all manner of vessels of most precious wood, of brass, iron, and marble, cinnamon, odors, ointments, frankincense, wine, oil, fine flour, wheat, beasts, sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men." All right, souls of men. Okay, so people were sold here into slavery. All right, and then you skip down and talk about the ships. Okay, verse 17. "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many a trade by sea, stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city?" So the commerce, all right, is going to be completely thrown down. All right, all the ships, the seaports, everything that pertains to Babylon the Great is going to be completely destroyed. All right, that's what it's talking about. Okay, in that verse 9. Continuing on, though, Revelation 8 and 10, excuse me. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. All right. And continuing on, verse 11. All right, that great star, all right, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. That could be, to be honest with you, I'm not exactly sure what that great star is, but I'm thinking that it's the nuclear missile, but it would make sense for that to be it. A brother could confirm that on the comment board. But continuing on, okay, verse 11, which I know in this verse 11 what it's talking about. So like I said, I'm assuming that it's the nuclear missile hitting. It's gonna completely destroy this place. That's that star falling from heaven. But anyways, continue it on. It says, verse 11, and the name of the star is called wormwood, which means bitter. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. All right, because when a nuke is dropped on something, it makes it contaminated through that radiation. All right, so everything, that's the reason why it tells you, let's go to Isaiah 13 right quick. It tells you when the Lord completely destroys this place that no flesh no flesh will survive, but it will never be inhabited again. All right, Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So fire and brimstone. It says, it shall never be inhabited, excuse me, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. All right, so it ain't gonna be no more commerce, no more people, nothing. Okay, and anything that would survive, or any people that would survive or try to come to Babylon the Great, all right, they're gonna die because of the bitterness. All right, the radiation is gonna poison everything here in America. So the only thing that's gonna dwell here, as it says, if we would have kept reading that Isaiah 13, is desert creatures. All right, continuing on, Revelation 8 and 12. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part, and the night likewise. All right, it's just going into pretty much their wisdom. Okay, a lot of times the sun, the moon, the stars is likened unto the wisdom. All right, so the wisdom of Esau is going to be completely shut out. All right, now let's get this verse to show that. All right, Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 7. Okay, it says, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh Basham Shai, power of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye and turn back and dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right, so going into that verse 12, all right, talking about, once again, the third part. Every time it mentions the third part, it's talking about the sons of the wicked. Okay, one of the three classifications of men on the earth. All right, so their wisdom is going to be darkened in that day. All right, now continuing on. Verse 13, and I beheld and heard an angel flying to the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth by reason of other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound. Okay, there you go. So obviously, once again, the trumpets represent, different judgments, plagues. All right, and at the last trump, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to, come back. All right, and he's going to deliver his elect from the four corners of the earth. So that's pretty much it. All right, Yahweh Ruach is always edifying. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Wadash. And until next time, Shalom and Abide Babal.